This is for real. This is for real. Okay. I'm streaming on Twitch, so you're not going to see my face. Sorry about that. I spent what time I had this afternoon trying to get my new headset set up. And I am using it. So if you watch streams on a desktop, you may find that it's too quiet, but I checked it out on my iPad, and I'm assuming that on the iPhone it's going to be fine. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and stream this tonight, but I'm going to go back to Streamlabs and check it out also this week. I'll be towards the weekend I'll be checking that before Sunday, because I am not dropping any frames right now at all. None. Zero. So I think it has to do with all the settings that I put on here, which means it works with Twitch, but I don't know if I can get the same kind of situation with Streamlabs where I get the settings right. But I know a little bit what to look for, so that's going to be what I work on next. Always something. I am so frustrated by technology. I don't want things to have all this testing and figuring out and everything. I just want to do it. I just want to do it. So consequently, you can't see me, but I'm drinking tonight. I have something that maybe you've heard of and maybe not. I have a bottle of peach brandy, and I'm sure you've heard of that. But one of the drinks I used to drink when I was in my 30s, you know, lots and lots of years ago, was this peach brandy with ginger ale. And that's what I made tonight. It tastes so good. I think I'd like to find a different peach brandy, but that's neither here nor there. Some are sweeter than others, and this one's not quite as sweet. It was EJ, I think, brandy. Anyway, cheers. So, I'm going to be using my iPad a lot. I am going to participate in Finish It February. This is in Snoring Cat's stream. I ought to find out for sure, but that's okay. I am going to do Finish It February, and it's on Discord, and that's exactly what it sounds like. We're taking our works in progress, documenting them before we start, and then as we get them done, post before and after pictures. Now, some people are posting all their works in progress, and I enjoy looking through that, but I have so many. I think I'm just going to hopefully stick with the I'll post before and after when I actually get something done. But I worked on that some this afternoon, taking pictures, and I need to finish up. I have a few, and this is my documentation. I'm doing a picture, and then as I go through February, I'm going to decide what I'm going to work on when. Yeah, there I just dropped some frames, 39 frames. Sure is a heck of a lot better. Way better. So, yeah, then I'll have a whole selection, and I have my own little incentive, right? There is prizes on this group, which is nice, but I have been embarrassed for so long about how I go so far on a project and then stop. And there are some that I stop for a reason. I really, really don't like it. And those you're supposed to frog. And I may make that decision as I go along. I don't know. I did not make any decision that way today. And some, you know, it's good to get it out of the way. I already know which one I'm going to start on tomorrow morning. And it is something that I didn't like the way it looked. In fact, oh no. Can I show it to you? Where is it? Where is is it? No, I think I took it out already. I think I took it out already by my chair. Anyway, I'll show you on Sunday. It should be finished by then. But it is, I had the square and triangle loom, and this is not the small ones that you see that kids use that are out of metal. This is a wood one with the little fine little nails, but they, you know, basically they are the same thing and they work the same way. So I had made squares out of hand spun yarn, and there's a white and a lavender, and some of them I made all white, some I made all lavender, and some of them I used the combination of the yarn. And I made one project already out of those squares. I'll post that in Discord, and then under the stream thread, under my stream thread, excuse me. That's what I do when I drink. Anyway, I have squares left, and I'm just thought I was going to be making a long scarf type thing, and I was putting the squares together by crocheting with the white color, and I do not like the stitch that I used that crocheted it. I didn't get it flat, and so the squares, the crochet pulled in, and the squares are kind of crinkling in with it, and I'm just unhappy with how it's going. And that's why I put it away. So I'm going to fix that by taking those squares apart, by undoing that crochet. Or maybe it was knit. And I can't remember. I think it was crochet. But anyway, I'm going to take them apart again and start over. I have a really nice small, not coffee table, card table. That I have a wood table that is card table size that I use for my spinning table, and I have that one that I did make draped over it, and I have a picture of that, and that's what I'm going to post. But the other ones, I'm not real sure whether I'm going to make a scarf or what exactly I'm going to be making. Got to take it apart first, see what I got, lay it out in you know, different formations. And maybe I'll get a runner to go on my buffet, which would match then in my dining room, because that's where the other one is. That's sort of in my mind. If I have enough, I have to measure and find out. So anyway, I already know what I'm going to do starting tomorrow. But I have pictures to take of a few things, and I'm going to start off right here with, remember this? Remember my snowman ornament? I gotta finish it. I'm going to finish it. There's a little bit of cross stitch in here, and I'm not going to start on it tonight because I'm going to keep it for a finish February, and a couple French knots to represent snowflakes, and then I have to figure out how to do something on the edge, and I pulled this ribbon is that I can pull it through the holes. I don't know if it's going to work or not. If it doesn't, I'll think of other ways, but that I need to finish it, and of course make a hanger, something that hangs. I'm looking at the computer all the time because I'm so used to showing my face. It's a habit that I go and look at the computer. So this is the first thing, and I'm going to not put the book in it because that's a publication thing, copyright thing. And I'm going to put this right here with the threads, maybe the ribbon too, and the threads, something like that, and take a picture. Yeah, that plastic really glares. Maybe I won't put the plastic in there. Let's just do this. Yeah. Oops, gotta turn this on. Alright. Hello. What am I doing here? Photo. No, I don't want to do photo. I want to do camera. Camera. Go away, photo. Go away, photo. Camera. All right. Here we go. Oh, I don't need the price tag on there. It's amazing what you see if you look through a camera lens. Have you ever noticed that? You catch things you don't see otherwise. I do anyway. Alright, so that's one project. That's one more listed, taken care of. It doesn't really have its own little bag. I imagine that's going to be second. It shouldn't take too long to do that. Okay, I love my sock. I'm not sure I have anything in here. This is my sock, you know, to carry my knitting, carry my sock knitting. I got an ad coming in 4 minutes. Nope. Look at that. This is not a project. Not a project. Oh, this is... What was I doing with all these tags? I don't remember. Anyway, this might be a project that's up on Earth here that is leftover yarns from it. Alright. This one, I hated from the get-go. I really want to do it though. Alright, this is as far as I got on a Sock Madness sock. And this doesn't belong in there. Yes, it does. I think I'm going to use that. But this is, see that there? That's all wrapped around here in a bunch, and this is this because we're going back and forth. I do the color work and then do the white, and these are all the tails. I'm leaving long tails because I have to figure out how to make sure everything is not going to leave a hole or anything. But what I love about this, I love all the colors. I love the pattern. I love the fact that this yarn is slightly sparkly. So, you know, and it's super, super soft. It's called Wool-like. Wool-like. And it's just super soft. And I believe it's washable. It's acrylic, yes. Although I would wash these by hand anyway. But I really want to finish these. I think this is going to be something that I may put, you know, after I get a few of the simple ones out of the way, I may make this my major focus. I have two that I want to focus on that are big. This and a shawl. So I'm going to take this picture. Fortunately, I recognize and remember these, so it's not going to be hard to label them when I'm putting them up in Discord and stuff like that. Now, I have an empty bag, and I have a bag, maybe have two bags. Let's see what I got here. Oh, yes. Okay. I don't know if this one's going to get finished. Oh, it's definitely going to get finished. I just don't know if this is going to get worked on much during this. Alright, so this is Baby Cashmere. Okay, and this is a shawl that was Mystery Stole number 3. Okay, so it's a stole, it's not a shawl. Mystery Stole number 3. Now, I don't have, I have a mystery shawl and I have a mystery stole to finish. And I was trying to see, where I was, I have here, start Chart E, row 255. So the, as far as I know, It's either in Knit Companion or I think I'm using it. This is pre-Knit Companion, so I'm using these kind of charts. That's why I put it aside, but I have to just grit my teeth and do it. I have lots of this yarn. It is gorgeous yarn. So I want to do it this way. I'm going to take this out of here, and I'm going to put this like this. Now, let's see what we got here. Lace work. Let's look at it. That's the wrong side. I wish I could hold it up, but in the picture, but it is so pretty. The work is just beautiful. Isn't it beautiful? All right. Now I don't have this in there yet. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'd have to use black marker to make it show up for photos and stuff, but we'll see. Yeah, it's going to show. Okay. Now this is a big one. I don't know. Here's the end of it. It's a point on the end. And you do 2 halves like this, the same, and then you graft them together in the middle. You guys are in ads. So sorry. I'm just going to wait till the ads are over. But wait, there's more. I have a gazillion bags. Just call me the bag lady. Alright, what are you? Oh yeah. You go somewhere else. So there's only one more after this. We still 44 seconds. We'll be done here in a minute. Less than a minute. Oh, okay. Let's see what this one is. Okay, that's why it's heavy. It's got a book in it. Woohoo! Found a book. You all back? No, you're not back yet. Come on! Hey, you're back! Okay, let me talk about this just a little bit more. This is a mystery stole, which means, of course, the clues were put out periodically. And it started down here with a point. It has a point. This is the edge. This is this baby cashmere. It is just gorgeous. It needs good tough blocking, right? Tough blocking. But you make 2, you make 1, and then make another, and graft them together. So I love the design. I love the way it feels. I love working with the yarn. I put it up because Knit Companion came along and they could put the patterns on there, and it had a nice little slider marker, and it's just, I want everything on Knit Companion. So the first thing I'm going to try, I don't know. I will research and see if I can find it. Hi, Knitter. You have a lot of bags, too. I know. Isn't this something when you start, I knew I had all this stuff. And I know why I put it away. So February is not so much about picking it up and doing it again. It's about getting the mindset that goes back to when you were excited about the project in the first place. You know, I love this for many reasons. I hate it because the chart is paper and not Knit Companion. So I will research and see if I can maybe find the chart online so I can put it on Knit Companion. Otherwise, don't know what we're going to do. That's the one I'm actually using. So I'm going to put that on top of here, maybe even inside. Tuck it in there. This is a bag that I got on a cruise at Bahamas, Nassau. Anyway, this all, if you get it out in the sun, it all changes color. I can see a little bit of color change happening with the light. See around the paradise? It's starting to come out a little bit. I love those. But they are, you can't wash them. All right. One more. Last one. It's heavy. And it's heavy because it has this book in it. A wonderful book by Margaret Stove, Wrapped in Lace. Oh, I can't tell you how many beautiful projects are in there. This is not something I would ever use hand spun because I can't spin thin enough for the projects. But here is what I started. These are my two ends that I'm working from. I have two yarns that I'm putting together. You can see I just did the border with held the two yarns to do the border. And it looks like the shawl I'm just doing with that. I have another one for the shawl. And this yarn is old. It's old, but it's called Origami. And it is wool. Huh. Boy. I hate to say this, but I'm having trouble reading that. My eyes just aren't the same. You need a class on knit companies? That would be an interesting thing. Of course, that's the ultimate dream, right? Travel and go all to all the knit stores, and stream or whatever. All right. That's because it's not in English. It's 72% wool and 72% wool and 28% paper. Seriously, paper. It's this one. Right here. Doesn't look like it has paper in it. That's called Origami. Do I have the other one anywhere? Oh, by the way, I love this. This was a bag that coffee came in. Is that not cool? I kept this. It's wool. The coffee was not in here. It was in a bag, but it was packaged. This was the outer bag. This should be the maroon color. And it's 100% wool. So that's this. No, that says shades of yellow, so that's this. Where in the world does this have paper in it? It just doesn't give a color. Yeah, it does. Sangria. Okay, so this one is wool, and I can swear that says paper. Yeah, paper. I'm going to look that up. That's interesting. I mean, I knew at the time when I bought it, that's what it said, but I kind of forgot some of that. Make this minimized. I should be able to bring up a search box here. Let's see what it says. Who is it? Paid $18. Ito. Wow. Huh. That is a lot number 2, but all I got is Ito. I believe both of these are same company. Ito Fine Yarn from Pan. Okay. Finally read that one. Ito yarn. Alrighty, there it is. That one is mohair and silk. That's Sensai. What else do we have? Michigan Fine Yarns. Okay, here we go. I'll just give you the link. I don't know if where you would get it anymore. Yarns, needle, fabric, dyes, products, patterns, stockists. So I have some of their metallic thread too. I bought at the same time. So have fun looking at that. And I'll have fun knitting this eventually. As you can see, I don't have a whole lot done. Oh, I need to take a picture of this. Alright, let's... do this. Don't need the book in there. Don't need the extra comb. Okay. The magnifier. Alright. Is that the wrong side? Yeah. That was the wrong side. There's the right side. Should I put those up there? Yeah. Put those up there. Okay. You get a picture? And this is going to be a stole, long and narrow. Oh, there it is. I wonder who the pattern is by. Let me see if I can tell real quick here. called Ribbonwood. You know what? I guess I'm being silly. They're all these patterns are by Margaret Stove. All of these. There's the picture. Beautiful, isn't it? Really, it just, once you block that, it's just going to be gorgeous. All right. Don't really have. Oh, I have a bag. Yes, let's put this in this bag. I have a bag. Well, my new headset has a very short, I'm on a short leash. This is the actual receipt for that yarn. All right. Another thing, I think, over here. Should be the end of it. This is hand spun, various breeds, nice and chunky, except for this, which I did use for the loom. I just got this started the other day, on stream in fact, and I used this to thread all this, and I kind of wove in the end right there, and it's back there in the back knotted. But what you do, of course, is fill this all in with the yarn, and I could work locks in if I want to. I don't think I'm going to, but I definitely want to use the chunky yarn. And I may change. These whites are all different kind of tones. You can maybe see. This one a little tanner, grayer. So I may go back and forth between these two, or put this on the back part or the feet or whatever. But it's just a matter of over and under and doing that. And then this one is the center. See, somebody cut this out of there like that, and that's how they sold it. This one I want to paint and fill this in with something other than white. I'm not sure. What I might do is put it back like this after. You know, if I did that, I wouldn't have to paint it. I would just see the heart through there. Probably wouldn't see it much, though, because, I don't know, I thought it'd be better just to have the two of them separate. I don't know. I can't decide. I didn't actually see any made up. You know, it is a definite do whatever you want kind of thing. They just made the shapes. So I got this last spring, spring 2023. I just got this from a fiber festival. Somebody that was selling them. I can see that. I mean, I'm going to have to work this much in, you know, and then and then start down here, going a little further down to about there, and then I may do this here and come up here and do this down there. I can see how that would work. And as far as the inside here, if I paint this, then I'll decide on a color and make this a complementary, make it very country looking, like blues and pinks and yellows and that sort of thing, as opposed to, like, let's make this look like a sheep, right? Let's just have a sheep shape that we can have some really fun painting and colors and yarn in there. So this one's going to be a while, but I may work on this during February. I mean, I'm going to take a picture of it anyway as a works in progress. I am so tired, guys. Man, I tell you, I am not used to staying up late. And this is not late. I know that. I know that. I don't sleep well, and I'm usually not getting any more sleep after maybe 4 o'clock, 4 a.m. I can stay in bed, but I don't really sleep. And so, you know, I don't get the kind of sleep I think I need. All right, let's get this picture. He's cute. All right. Now, I don't know what I'm going to work on. I may have to go get my spinning wheel because I'm done with my picture taken. I had other pictures that I took, but okay. Put the table back. I'm going to take my headset off and go get my wheel. Whoa. That's not good. Ouch. I don't have very much to spin. Just this much right here. And I will stream while I finish it up, and then that'll be it for me tonight. You heard me say ouch when I sat down because my knee is hurting, and if I treadle, I'm going to have a hard time. Also, my bands have come askew, so I am going to have to get those figured out here. Come on. You go on the inside. You go on the outside, but I've got you mixed up here somehow. Let's see. Let's get you down here. This is the, yeah, this is the bobbin. Oh, I see why. Okay, it goes over this. I was going to say, somehow, this has to go up and down. Yeah. This goes right there. Eventually. Oh, shoot, slipped off. Alright, since it slipped off, let's do this the right way, like this. All the way under. If I get my finger out, it's gonna, oops. There we go. Now, this green one. Just goes around here anywhere, and it's stretchy, fortunately. Okay. I need to roll that over. Oops, sorry. I keep hitting the thing. Okay. Now let's see if I can do this without knocking them off again. Yay. Okay, how's the camera? Oh, perfect. Perfect, perfect. Let me see what I unwound here. I probably need to do this a little bit. Oh, not that much. Pulling in good. Okay. Let me get this ready. I have white fiber. This is 100% merino, and I just need this bobbin enough to ply with another bobbin. It's multicolored, but I don't know if I'm going to have enough merino. I spun what I had downstairs. I'd have to go upstairs to my shopping area if I find some more in my stash. I don't have music on, do I? Would you like some music while I spin? Let me get some music. I knew I was missing something. Now what I found out was the music was way too loud. So I am cutting it down on the desktop to start with. Nighttime cruise. All right.
Spectrum Business is made to work, just like your small business.
We need stories. We need stories to understand ourselves. We are the only...
Skip. And let's go back here. I am hoping that with the new mic, and I'll listen to this though and figure out the balance. I know that on the last one I did with I still had my old headset, which was acting up and therefore was very quiet. The music was just way too loud. I'm hoping that in this case, the music is too soft, and I'll know that I can put it back up again. So I can hear it, because I can't hardly hear that. I enjoy the music too. Oh, speaking of music, hubby and I got to listening to... I was going through my CDs, music that I haven't listened to on CDs for a long time. I mean, before streaming and you know, they were just, that was how I built my music. And before I met hubby, I lived alone for a number of years, and I didn't even have a television. My mom and dad came to see me during that time, and they were like, "Oh, we're gonna go buy you a TV. You have to have a TV." You know, I do like to watch football games. I mean, I was glad to have a TV when I had it, but I was perfectly happy having music all the time. You know, I understand not liking quiet houses and, you know, living alone and not having some sound. So, anyway, I like music, and I was getting all happy listening to some of my older CDs that I haven't listened to forever, a couple nights ago. The spinning wheel is an Magicraft, and it's called an Aura. Magicraft, A-U-R-A. And I love its huge bobbins, right? Anything I have, I don't happen to have 8 ounces, but whenever I have huge 8 ounces, I've bought 2 4-ounce braids or whatever, or I have a big, from fleece, you know, to spin. I love using this spinning wheel. The treadling's a little bit of a problem for me. I'm having trouble with my one knee, and I spun on Sunday, and I felt it on Tuesday. That's weird, but that's true. Now, I'm going to try and not spin as long tonight. I don't have as much to do, and I'm going to, stop. Once I get this little bit spun, I'm going to stop. My stream's going to be short tonight, for a lot of reasons. I'm just not organized to entertain you all for any more, because I got everything all ready to go for tomorrow, and I can't touch that. And I'm glad this is going to finish up this little bit of fiber. That's nice. So I really don't want to start a new fiber, because I don't think I'll be doing much spinning during February. I don't consider any of my fiber spinning a work in progress. Does that make sense? I mean, yeah, technically this is. To do it, to count it as a work in progress that I finish up, I have to ply it. I don't know how they feel about that, but, spinning's a whole different thing, and they're talking about knitting and other crafts, crochet, and other crafts. So. Yeah, I don't have my hand in very good. Let me do it that way. If my hand is something else I haven't done. I bought myself artificial nails that you just press on. I haven't done it yet. I don't know if I'm going to do it for the cruise or what. I thought I'd do one ahead of time just to try them out. I say one, I mean one set. Amazon. But, I have their credit card, and I got the bill for mid-December through mid-January, and I had fraudulent charges on it. So, it was through Etsy, too. Somebody bought stuff on Etsy somehow. So, and I can prove, I can go right to my account in Etsy and show that the last thing I bought was a felting pillow in October, right? And absolute proof that I didn't do it. And of course, they always ask, well, is there somebody else in the household that may have used the card? Okay, I understand them asking. I said, well, it's just hubby and I, and my husband, he does not even know what Etsy is, let alone go to use it. I said, he doesn't have any clue what that is. He laughed. You couldn't hear, so the music's too loud? Oh, I'm not going to be able to have music. I can't believe the music's too loud. Can you hear me? Now. I said it's a Magicraft, you know, Majacraft. I may not be able to use music in my streams anymore. There you go. That's really interesting. But I'm glad you said something, because the rest of the stream would have been hard to hear. So, thank you. I mean, it hardly shows the music at all being loud. It does show it bouncing here. Mute stream. No, I don't want to do that. Okay, let's see here. I found the settings for it. Let me do this. Install advanced mixer? No, I don't want to do that. Oh, here we go. I found another place to set the volume. Okay. Let's see how that does. Hi, Miss Bandit. Welcome. You're up late tonight. Isn't it nice not being retired, not having to work? It's wonderful, isn't it? Have I ever dyed my roving? I have. Not much lately. More so maybe 2-3 years ago. I even had what I called a dye day at my house. I invited a bunch of my fiber friends, and we had pots on the stove that they could, I told them that they could drop yarn or fiber in, and I had a special setup to do cotton and a special setup to do silk. We took skeins of yarn and squirted dye on it. Did all sorts of fun things. But that was a lot of it was yarn, because my fiber friends aren't all spinners. A couple are, but most of them are knitters, right? So they were playing with their yarn that they had that was white, and they didn't want it white. I need to move my thing, my slider. There we go. Yeah, I need to work upstairs in my craft room and every week I keep saying, okay, I'm gonna earmark this week for it. Now I got the whole month of February set up to do those finishing crafts, finish stuff. So I probably won't be doing it till March. Oh, shoot. We have an auction ending tonight. I was going to watch it. I was going to bring my phone in and watch it, and I forgot to bring my phone in. Oh, I got a raid. Oh my goodness, welcome raiders. I'll let you get through the ads. You've been having trouble catching me, Mass Bandit? I'm really only streaming 2 times a week. So it's Wednesday nights and Sunday afternoons, and I may try and change that and stream a little more in February, but you're right, I haven't been streaming very much. Hello, Traveler Tatter. Welcome, 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 Raiders. Welcome, everybody. Oh, that's exciting. Appreciate the follow. Thank you. Trivia. Thank you, thank you. Welcome, everybody. I am, as you maybe can see up above me there, Yarn Spinner's Tales. Now, I've been that on the internet for quite a while because I used to do podcasts underneath that. But it's always been about spinning, no matter what I do. I stopped podcasting and started streaming 3 years ago. It was kind of nice because I could show people what I was doing. Other than on podcasts, I just had to find the words to describe it, right? There was still lots that I could talk about, and I did for almost 13 years, so I never run out of stuff to talk about spinning. I have loved it forever. I am spinning merino right now. It's a white merino that I'm going to take this single and ply it with another single. So those 2 singles make the yarn. And Mass Banner says, you've been busy Wednesday nights and Sunday afternoons. Well, no wonder. Yeah. So I have a very little bit to do here. But I really appreciate everybody stopping by on the raid. And Traveling Tatter, if you need to go, take care of yourself by all means. Head out and get some of that post-stream stuff taken care of. Let me write this down. Rated. I hope you had a good stream. I know I have caught your stream now and then. A lot of times I don't chat. I just lurk. I just watch it. You do need to go. I don't usually get to see you, so you thought introduce some people to your wonderful stream. Thank you. That is so sweet, and I totally understand. You need to go. You're hungry, yes, and need to get something for dinner. If you are right at dinner time, I think we're on the same time zone then. Actually, I'm a little ahead of you, I think. So we're almost to 9 o'clock here, or 8:30. I mean. So take care, and I'll see you on the Twitch streams. And for those of you that are sticking around, if you are spinners and you want to share what you spin, if you are not spinners and you want to ask questions about spinning, I'm welcome to have questions. Bye. That's cute. I am spinning on a treadle spinning wheel. I also have an electric spinning wheel. In fact, I have two. One that is larger, so it can put more yarn on one bobbin, and one that's very small, so it's very good for traveling. It can run by a battery pack, so it's really cool to take it along when we travel. A lot of times hubby and I go, sit somewhere after we're at the hotel and we find a place and sit and have a beer or something like that, and I'll just sit there and spin, especially if we can be outside. And people sometimes they come up and say, "What are you doing?" So I get to tell them about spinning. I have a very old spinning wheel. Not very old. I have a spinning wheel that I got in 1979, I think I got it. So, it's the one I've had the longest, and it is an Ashford traditional. At the time, back in that period of time, not many people were selling spinning wheels. So, it was kind of hard to find one. And more than likely, unless the music still is too loud, I'm having trouble with getting the balance with the music, because I'm using new software. I'm streaming on Twitch Studio. I'm still learning its ins and outs. But most of the time, if the music's soft enough, you can hear the spinning wheel. It has a nice patter to it. to a lot of people that is very old. Oh, thanks. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I know what you mean. Sometimes I just sit and marvel. I've had a good, long, and varied life. And there's been some kind of crafts throughout all of it. Even before, even while I was under age 20. But to a lot of the young ones around. Yeah, I'm glad they're there. I want this next generation to appreciate, one, the older crafts, but maybe two, get involved in them. Take a quick stretch break here. Between all that I did earlier, I've been sitting here for hours. I need a break. I did take like 30 minutes between all the stuff I was doing, and then before stream, I came back. I was eating. Got something to eat. Oh, a blister.